And so here we are once again, thanks to this gorgeous spring weather, on the north lawn of the campus celebrating our high school's class of 1967, the 74th graduating class from this fine institution of learning. And now, for the valedictorian's address, wait, that should be valedictorian's addresses, really. Excuse me. There will be 2 this year. Kate?
Parents, teachers, administrators, and fellow students, it is a great honor to appear before you today as part of this proud graduating class. As one of your 2 co-valedictorians, I have considered it a significant honor and responsibility to prepare and deliver these words. This afternoon's ceremony marks the completion of a mere scratching of the surface of the body of knowledge and skills we will need in order to address the many challenges we face. A listing of those challenges suggests we must certainly be at an historic moment. Our nation is currently engaged in an armed conflict in Southeast Asia, which, in all probability, will result in much continued suffering and loss of life of both friend and foe. In addition, it threatens to cause considerable turmoil between the mostly older Americans who favor the action and the mostly younger ones who will be forced to interrupt their careers and sacrifice their lives in order to pursue it. Half the world is female. Most of the world's political and economic institutions are run by men. The women of our generation, those born after the end of World War II, do not think that this is an appropriate state of affairs. History suggests, and this has been confirmed in the recent struggle for the rights of colored people in America, that those in power who are at risk of having their power diminished will not do so without considerable struggle. While colored people have made considerable progress recently, one can safely assume that this story has not reached its peaceful conclusion. The widespread use of the pill and other forms of contraception have irrevocably changed women's lives. Once set free, this genie will not be put back in the bottle. There is a growing awareness that nature itself has been substantially harmed by mankind's industrial activities. The future of all the inhabitants of our planet depends on healthy air, lands, and seas. And yet, despite these considerable challenges facing us, we will love, marry, and have children as all generations before us have done. We will find deep meaning in the songs and stories created for us by our artistically talented peers. These will become important artifacts which will be inseparable from our life experiences. Make the most of your futures. And now, my co-valedictorian and good friend, Jim.
Hi, is this thing on? Commencement. Many of you may think that we've come here today to celebrate the end of our high school years, but it's just the opposite. See, commencement comes from the word commence, which means to begin, not to end. This is commencement, not finishment or endment. Oh, heck with this. There's a lot of laughs. See you all in 10. Have a good life.
So let's hear it for your valedictorian. Fine student, fine leader, a fine orator. All hail our valedictorian. He will goeth forth unto the world as a wondrous representative of our fine institution. He will doeth us proud. He will long be remembered. What was his name?
Hail our valedictory,
a fine and certain victory,
for our valley boy,
beloved valley boy,
our beloved
valley boy.
He swung a bit of hickory,
He swung it in all earnesty,
a swing so smooth and fast, a home run hit at last, a home run hit at last. So let's raise our voices high. He's made made his choices right. Our valley boy. He's made his mark at last. He showed he's rightly cast. This lad has made us show.
It's time to let him know.
And how he's made us proud. We all can shout out loud. Out you go.
Out you go.
Out you go, brave lad. So sad. We'll miss this lad.
Spitting image of his dad.
In robe regalia.
What a stand.
We cloaked him so there's not a chance. No defects to reveal.
No records to unseal.
No edicts to appeal.
His countenance ideal.
So off you go.
Off you go.
Off you go, proud lad. Yes, yes, this lad has made a show. And now it's time we let him go.
To prove he's ready at the wheel.
To prove he's steady.
Made of steel.
Indeed exuding zeal. All hail our valedictory.
A fine and certain victory. All hail our valedictory. A fine and certain victory.
Oh well, no matter, let's end this
A
matter.
fine and certain victory. All hail
I say let's end this chapter.
fine and certain victory. All hail our valedictory. A fine and certain victory. All hail our valedictory. A fine and certain victory. All hail our valedictory. A fine and certain victory. All hail our valedictory.
It's a big, bold world we'll be facing after this. College isn't going to be anything like high school at all. I know it.
Almost too much to consider. I'm feeling a little overwhelmed by the prospect of it all.
It's going to be our turn on the stage. No one will be telling us how to live our lives. We'll make all the decisions every day.
Our lives. Oh, wow, I guess you're right. There comes a time when every girl, every woman, has to start taking care of herself, taking responsibility for all aspects of herself. Well, there's gonna be a lot to do to get ready for the fall. I've gotta get things for the dorm. What about my clothes? I can't go off to college looking like a high school girl. What do college girls wear every day?
Oh, I suppose I should take my guitar. Sure, we'll want to play some music. I'll throw some stuff in a bag. I don't think it's going to be too big a deal to get ready. It's a brave new world we're facing. I may never see a barber again.
Yes, a brave new world we're facing. Gonna show a lot more of my skin.
All those shops may close without me. I'm not sure that I even will care.
Yes, a brave new world we're facing. I'll wear mini skirts so short that you'll stare.
It's a brave new world we're facing. I won't put a coat and tie on again. Gonna get some beads and long hair.
Gonna tie-dye some shirts and be there.
Gonna tie-dye some shirts and be there.
And be there. And be there.
4 years out, you'll be a married woman.
Maybe not, but I sure won't be a virgin.
It's a brave new world
that we're anticipating.
A brave new world
that's ours just for the taking.
A brave new world.
A brave new world. A brave week. I'm so glad that we're both going at the same time and to almost the same place. As you know, my school and yours are only a few miles apart. It'll be like it was in high school, except that I won't be able to meet you for lunch every day in the cafeteria. And I don't know how I could have gotten everything in my dorm if you hadn't offered to take me and all my stuff in your bus.
Well, hey yourself, Mills girl. Well, I mean, first you take out the middle row of seats, and then you have a lot of room. More than we need, really. Maybe we could find a third person to share the gas?
So, what have you been up to since I saw you last? Been working hard getting everything done? I barely had enough time to get everything ready. Wash clothes and pack bags and made lists and kept things steady. Wrote letters, said some prayers, made darn sure that I was ready. Worked some jobs and earned some money. Bought some things to let me look like I'm a lady. Made sure I'll be ready. Yeah, that's my plan for me, this practical lady. Now how I
didn't do diddly. Called all my friends, waved some final goodbyes. Said so long, guess I'll see you whenever. Drop me a line if it crosses your mind. Hey bro, don't look at me that way. No way I'll forget you, 'cause you know how well we ended our misspent youth. Just stay calm and keep on carrying on, and keep your powder dry. For now it's just goodbye. Aged some and stood taller. High school girl, you're gone forever. Set goals and bought some clothes and practiced packing. I'll be ready. Saw friends and recalled memories. Laughter, tears made everyone start grabbing hankies. It sure looked like no one's ready. So dependent still, all grown up, not really. Well, how I didn't do diddly. Called all my friends, waved some final goodbyes. Said so long, guess I'll see you whenever. Drop me a line if it crosses your mind. Saw my old friends before I left town, and played my guitar and made sure I tweaked the noses of my false friends. Just stay calm and keep on carrying on, and keep your powder dry. And now it's just goodbye.